1 2 1 2. DJ Jamo, Roger Moore. You know what time it is, people. We back. We back. This is Quality Control Show. This is how we get down every week, man. Bringing you that goodness. Talking music, culture, church, footy. We get gritty. We get grimy. You know how we get down every week. And as we do, we bring you our video of the week. This is where I play you one video, my man Roger. Actually, what are you saying, bro? I'm just going on with the show without even saying nothing to you. What's going on, bro?
Yeah. Turn the music down because my voice is nice and soft still, you know what I mean? I'm a gentle guy still, you know? So, you know how it says, you know how it goes, bro. But anyway, my name is Roger Moore. For people that don't know me, Google search Roger Moore and you find me all over the place still, yeah? So this is me trying to ting, man, and trying to be looking forward to today's show, bro. That's what I'm looking forward to, bro.
I hear you, bro.
I feel special.
Well, it's a special show. For those who tuned in last week, you know we did our top 5 best UK gospel rappers, and we seem to have caused up a bit of a stir, mate.
Yeah, I thought I'm sweet, man. I'm ready to go, man. I'm good to go for this show.
Okay.
Talk to the uncle Wizdom.
So that's the deal.
Uncle, you know.
Shout out to Mr. Wizdom.
Father Wizdom, you know.
Wizdom, for those who don't know, from Green Jade. Hit us up on social media, and yeah, something to say about our opinion. So you know what, bruv, but you come on the show and let's talk about it. So we're gonna have that phone call stroke interview going on, but until then, we're gonna get into our video of the week. So I thought it'd only be right for us to represent the true lyricism, a true element of hip hop. And the video for this week is by the Freestyle fam. It's the Basement Sessions. It's raw, it's grimy, it's lyricism at its best. So this is my video of the week. It's DJ Jamo, my man Roger Moore, Quality Control Show. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah. Total BS. Episode 9, y'all. Freestyle fam. It's that Had a Rhyme series. Hey, yo. Flip a rap with an acrobatical battle move. Rip a track with my Adam's apple and clap a dude out the blue. Magically do powerful power moves. Cutthroat lyrically rip your Adam's apple in two. Grind it into powder and mix it with sour apples. And take shots of the mixture and fire breathe on my mouth at you. Burn your mouth till your mouth is fused. Your sand is doom and take flight quickly to pile drive you with altitudes. Spitting crack when I'm contact and attacker. You unraveling glamorous grammar. Happen to pack a few bars. Souvenir from when I was an animal caged up and incompatible with all you average dudes. My God is the reason they got panic rooms. The little God that you serve, just a panic fool. And I roll with some attitudes who get louder and shout a few powerful verses while they sound the truth. I break the corners so much they call me Avenue. Make moves, I'm passing through. I gotta laugh at you dumb idiots thinking you'll take us off the path of few. I walk the narrow in chanclas, Hispanic dude. I'm Puerto Rican and speak a lot in an attitude. Every rapper look like rice and beans, Hispanic food. I poke pork with a spoon, eating a soup with a fork, off and a lug, and go to work on any rapper who want it. The streets where I learn who my God is. Exploring the crab rash on the pavement, seeing targets was a plan from the Lord of hosts to get me in the harvest. They actually had the capacity to reach hard men. A God sent, God bent, God lent me a stoat. I spit hard and spit whatever my God said. The park bench where I bark stench hardness, publicly abusing your God because your God's dead. My mouth the power tool with drill bits covered in ill lips. The game makes me worse, I'm still sick. Can't sit still, I'd rather have still sit while working hard to grind the mind of God in an ill script. I was designed with
all right, bro. All right.
My man's just spraying bars, bro. Spraying bars.
I just want to put it out to everyone still, yeah? Right, bro. As much as the bars is good, man. You have to call me music video, bro. This is cheating. This is straight cheating.
Bro, this is just fire.
This is called avoiding the cost.
This is called fire in the basement, bro. Never mind fire in the booth. Fire in the basement. Straight lyricism, bro.
We're gonna set up some these lyricists. Yo, start making some videos.
Bro, this is straight hip hop, bro. No nonsense, you get me? And I think that's the theme of the show, bro. That's how I thought I'd kick off the show with some lyricism. You get me? Lyricism, bro. Hip hop.
Yeah. Hip hop, we don't stop. Yeah, all that thing there still, yeah.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, hip hop, we don't stop. What's the bars again? Hip hop, we don't stop.
Yeah, bro. It's called Skittle Locks. We don't stop.
But listen, man, yo, we ready to go in more anymore. Coming up, man. Anyway, so, but for me, great bars, fun the bars, fun the vibes. A great platform to be honest, still, yeah. But still, bro, music videos, man. That's what I want to say,
Bro, people just want the rawness. Sometimes people don't want it clean, you know.
People's you.
Nah, bro. People want the underground.
People,
They want the underground, bro. Sometimes they just want it gritty. Get me?
Some of us are Liechtenstein and some of us are like representing Russia. You representing Liechtenstein here, bro. Two people.
I want to say.
Yes, anyway, so yeah. But anyway, so the most the more population's going. Great lyrics, great vibes, bro. Music video,
Bro.
but yeah, I'm saying. Wait, you get me? But the thing is, bars, lyrics, no complaints. The beat, no complaints. But this is like a Nokia.
Bro, I'm not even gonna answer. You know,
Okay, cool.
The
Alright,
bars
cool.
speak for themselves, man.
Okay, cool. But listen, Freestyle fam, I need to check you guys out on YouTube because I'm gonna check out what you do now, man. Because you need to be doing stuff if you do more stuff like this.
For real.
So that's the way it works out, man. So everyone's heart rate has gone up now.
Okay.
Bro, I got a picture in my mind that you're around there with the mans there. You're around there with the mans, bro. You got boxing gloves on. You ready? You ready to roll on us, bro?
I'm here with it. I'm
Bro, I can see your face, bro. You're serious, bro. Bro, you got a notebook right in it. You got a notepad in it. My man's ready, bro. I know you are, bro. I know you are. All right, bro. Go on.
Okay, bro. What I'm gonna do, bro, is let me put on the screen in the background what we said. So when people were referring to now. Wizdom, just to clarify things, we're not going to be talking about Liverpool today, yeah? While you're on the phone.
What?
But this will be deleted out the footage if you mention anything to do with Liverpool. It's we do the talk about Liverpool and you watch the show afterwards, yeah? So that we stuck that one. So let's go back to the real subject here.
All right.
You beat me up later. Can send me some messages and dodgy Instagrams now.
Yeah, you know you'll get them.
But listen up, right, bro. Myself and Jamal took our fast south out last week, just for the ones who didn't know, in the last QC show, and we just decided to come with our top 5 UK rappers and gospel rappers. And then I decided last minute to do my top 5 in order. And then Jamal had to rushingly do that in his head. We had no rules doing it. We just came with 5. We just said, sure, let's go with top 5 rappers and see how it goes. It was easy but harder than expected. It was easy at the same time but harder, for me anyway. Still, yeah, because there's a number of points, and when you heard the list there.
Yeah, when I saw the post.
Yeah, you saw the post, yeah. And you raised a valid point in terms of our records. Now, I can slide out to this quite quickly because, to be honest, my time when I came into the scene as such, when it came to a certain level, I was... You see, he's shaking his head still, yeah?
Bro, my man's backtracking star. He's backtracking because you're on the line, bro.
No.
He's coming with another disclaimer, man.
Is there? I said to Jamal...
You heard the disclaimer, right, Jamal?
I got the brother. As I see, homie, you get me? I defend my corner, but this brother is slipping out, bro. Slippy G, man.
I'm not slipping nowhere, bro. You see,
sliding out the door, man.
I am here to be. I did say to Jamal straight away. I said, "Yo, Wizdom raised them kind of valid points still, but admittedly, that knowledge of you releasing so many releases and doing so many things, I might have heard of it, but it's never recollect. Yeah, I remember the Guns Down project 100%, but I couldn't remember all the other releases that you've done. Obviously, I knew the Design Noise project, yeah, but what you was doing was kind of off my radar as such on what your daily grind was. So I said to Jam, I said, to be honest, because I did vote in SO on my list based upon the material that is released and the consistency and the size of things, what he's doing now. So I did bring that in, and I did make that little bit of trip up. But it's interesting to see in terms of your viewpoint, in terms of like, if you had a top 5, because obviously top 5 is according to like what I, more like a feeling. It's not no industry thing for me. It's just like, who I feel. Because I did say to Jammer, what influenced me a lot is my interactions with artists as well. A lot of the artists that I did put up there, I have interacted as well and done events with. So I've probably seen the backstage. So that massage myself, and I believe it massages Jamo in terms of some of our top 5. But as an actual artist now, watching in, obviously you raised your point, and now I don't know, why did you raise the point, man? Just to clarify for everyone.
Well, no, I was just, looking at a top 10 of UK gospel artists, and like our names were nowhere near it, and it was just like, oh, okay. But it was like, okay, and I'm thinking like, there's some cool artists on there, but like, have any of them sold out a 1,000-seater venue on their own? Have any of them how many of them have done mainstream stuff? Have they opened for any other artists? How much collaborations have they done? Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't negative about anybody else. I was just like, it just was kind of, I'm now learning to understand. I think one of the issues or the challenges, I think, for Green Jade was we existed in a time of changeover. We existed between the end of the 90s and to about sort of 2008. And within that space of time, we went from paper mailing lists to Facebook with MySpace in between. So it feels sometimes for us, it's like a lot of our legacy, it felt like it was missed. And now I feel like normally I would have been like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's nice. But now I'm kind of like, no, I think people need to know that we were there. And people need to know what it is that we did. Because sometimes people have heard of us and never actually gone back to Spotify and actually listened to what we did. So, do you know what I mean? So even when you were talking about lyrics, it's like, okay, bro, play that and tell me about lyrics. So I think it is just for me. I'm now, I'm seeing that there's a resurgence within the sort of urban gospel music, and I think it's kind of important. Maybe it's just my own point of view. I think it's important to people to know what kind of went before, and these lists become definitive. So, do you know what I mean? And there's a couple of people on there who are always going to get mentioned. There was another person on there who wasn't there, which I was quite surprised about. But like, do you know what I mean? Who normally gets mentioned. But it's like, it was a chance for us to engage and say, look, we were part of this legacy. There was some stuff that we did and we achieved. And I kind of know that if we don't stand up and go, actually, we did this. We did sell out the Brixton Electric with 1,000 people off the strength of our own album on our own at a point in time where there was no Christian artist doing anything like that. When you were doing GL Live, you came to us because to use the venue that we'd used for one of our launch parties, that people didn't know that you existed until we did it. Do you know what I mean? And it's that kind of stuff that I know isn't information that's out there. So it was just like, bro, we spit too.
You know what, bro? Here's something. After having a conversation after you put the comments up on social media, it made me start thinking about that generation. Obviously, we were not in deep contact. You were around the people that I was around, in terms of
Spanner and those kind of guys.
No, I'm talking like Dennis and them type of people. And we were going back and forth with beats and productions and trying to thrash things out to maybe work together. I remember that very clearly when we were doing Henchmen and stuff like that. So it got me thinking, and what I was thinking was about just the whole scene in itself. And I mentioned this to Roger, that back then the scene was very rigid in a sense of it was very Jesus, gospel. Now here's a question I want to ask you, and this isn't a diss, it's not a disrespect question. It's just like, did you guys see yourselves as gospel rappers?
Interesting. No. We found ourselves in gospel rap because we were a rap group before we were Christians. So our contemporaries were Ty, Black Twang, Mike GLC, Sway. These were people who were friends of ours who we were doing shows with before. When we came to Christ, our decision, gospel hip hop didn't exist. It's important to put that as a.
Nah,
as a
it
point.
did, bro. It did. It just wasn't. It wasn't major.
No, I mean, literally, you're talking 1994, 95.
Bro,
Before
I got
us.
saved in 1990, bro, and I can tell you, that's what I'm saying. People don't know
As
how
far,
deep.
well, okay,
you know,
I'll put it this as far. Okay, so in the UK,
Yeah.
there was Paul Sevier with End Days. There was Blessed Man. There was
Blessed Man.
what's it called? Who else was there? There was a couple others.
Gifted.
But in the context of, as I said, we were a rap group before already existing.
Okay.
We weren't a group of Christians doing hip. We weren't Christians doing hip hop.
Fair enough.
We were a hip hop group.
So was that the time you guys came in and made a collective Zion noise? Is that? I'm guessing
No, that's
that was.
before. That's way before.
way-
This is 90. So we got saved in 95.
Okay.
We took a year out, and when we took a year out, Jahazel and a guy called Makaira,
Solid
and
Rock.
a guy called Michelle, who then became Full Immersion.
Yeah.
They took on the name of Green Jade and went out and started performing immediately.
Okay.
We took a little bit of a step back, and we're
Okay.
like, we're just gonna see what God is saying about this. And then sort of a year later, it was like, nah, I want you to do it. God was like, I want you to do this. So we did. And then we came back and we kind of took the name back. And that was how Green Jade started. But like but Green Jade was a crew of 25 member gang in South London, of which 14 members were saved. So when we went back out, we went back to performing in the shows that we were doing with Mudlums and Mr. Intense and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But then we were like, we should also do churches. And at that point in time, and we were members of Cool JC, Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ. So we were Jesus-only church, as people would call it.
Rajas people.
And so we were doing the youth events for places. Okay. And because we were doing that, that was where the whole hip hop thing came in, and that is where we met the other people who were involved and stuff like that. But as in a scene, there were a couple of people doing things like Gifted, but as a scene, especially as recording, I think the first person to ever record an album was End Days, was the first one. And then I think Royal Priesthood did one before us, and then we did ours. I think that was how recording-wise. I think Gifted may have done a single.
Yeah,
but,
Gifted was running up and down with Watchmen. I think there was a lot of shows going on, and there were a lot of
it was mainly
stuff
shows.
going on.
There was no recording, there was shows.
Yeah, 91.
97,
97. I got saved 92. So 93, we're talking about the birth of Shekinah. Shekinah was running up and down.
Ragga was before the hip hop stuff.
Well, not with Shekinah. Shekinah was the other way around. It was actually, Shekinah was a hip hop group which had a ragga member who came after we were already rapping.
See, that I didn't know.
Okay, so shout out to Dennis Easy, shout out to Casey and myself. We were the ones that started Shekinah back then.
Cool.
Then a ragga guy named Robin joined.
Yeah, remember Robin.
And then members come, members go. Shout out to Spanner, shout out to Miller, shout out to Rico, shout out to brother Select to Mark, and all the guys that have kind of like.
Rico, man, I ain't heard that his name in years.
Yeah. So all these guys came, but at the beginning, like I say, it was a rap group. Myself, Dennis Easy, and Casey.
See.
So that was 92.
Cool.
And so I know the scene was developing, and there was a lot of outreach stuff going on. There wasn't much recording going on, because if you think, I remember the first show that we did, Roger always harps on about it. We played that show. That was at the Pochh Club. We played that show, and our backing track was a TDK. So exactly. So back then, bro, there was not much recording going on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You had to have deep pockets to be recording. So the scene was developing. I think my initial question, did you see you guys as a rap group, which again formed my thinking to say, you know what, probably why you didn't make it into, and not to say you guys didn't play a part in the scene, I think you did, but I think because you guys were like outside of the genre, because you guys weren't doing gospel, but you going out and doing more like
Well, we were. I would say definitely the beginning. Definitely, we had two separate careers going. We had, we definitely, as far as London was concerned, I think we were doing. So I would say by 1998, if you had a show in London that didn't have Raymond and Co, Sinai, and Green Jade on it, you weren't really holding a show. Like by that point in time, those were the three big names. Definitely, as far as London was concerned. So we were a big part of that, obviously, and the whole everything moving up to the first album was a lot of the gospel stuff we were doing within that, and going, you know, with the album coming out. The album came out in 2001. I think we put it out initially, and that was where we'd started doing events as well. So we had a club night that we were running in London. And then through the club night, I discovered DJ El Nino, and then helped set up
my gosh,
United by One.
That's a name right there, brother. Pretty Boy El Nino.
Sorry, say again?
Pretty Boy El Nino, bro. You just brought back
Pretty Boy El Nino. That's
bro. Bro,
so yeah, I
found
found
flashback.
him. So I literally, my mate, I went to see a friend of mine, and his church was holding like a night. And I went to the night, and we was talking with my friend, and like the DJ had been playing consistently banging tunes for 15 minutes. I was like, who is that? It turned out it was like El Nino's first ever DJ set, and he was amazing. And I put him on, and then from there he was like, oh, I want to do this thing. So we started up a Godly Affair together, and they kind of continued on the club night. We kind of started
Godly Affair.
through that.
Yeah. There's history right there, bro. So okay. You know what, bruv? I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna ask you another question. In terms of our top 5, because I asked you this online, if you had to take one out and put yourselves in there, who would it be, bro?
No, I can't.
Come on, bro. This is how we get down on the QC show, bro. It's quality control, bro.
I'm gonna put Wizdum's face on there and snip this part out and say Wizdom took out so and so.
All right, then. You know what? Then who would you add? Who add 2? Add a couple more to the list then. If you don't want to be that controversial,
add a couple more.
Add a couple more to the list.
I think, as I said,
or give us your top 5.
I didn't want to come from a point of view of that person shouldn't be on there or not like that. It was just a case of what? Like if you want to talk about categories, live performances, we kill it. Like, no offense to anyone, I don't think there was anyone in the UK hip hop wise, if we're honest, no offense, that could kill a show like we could. Like, I just don't think there is. Yeah. Right. So. Then if you want to talk about lyrics, as I said, I sent you a tune. You know, I think you could check out things like Spit and all sorts of other things off the album, like Life As We Know It in particular. That's very hip hop heavy. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, we saw that. Do you know what I mean? Just as an example, like DJ 279, who ran Choice FM's Hip Hop Night, had once said, I will never play Christian music on my show. And so he then had this competition called 60 Seconds of Fame. And what would happen is rappers would have to come on and you would battle someone you'd rap into the phone over the beat, and whoever had the best lyric would win through for the next week. And if you won 4 weeks in a row, you could go on the show. So I went on there and I destroyed it. We did 4 weeks in a row and brought Green Jade on, and that was the first time that any Christian artist had ever been on Choice FM. Or Christian hip hop artists have been on Choice FM. Then all the members of Zion Noise jumped on it, and we ended up with everybody coming on. And do you know what I mean? So we were in a position to do that up against everyone else. Yeah. So, you know, in London, there was this big freestyle thing at Deal Real Records, which I didn't actually realize until later. Myself and my ex-DJ, 10 Faces, started because I went into Deal Real one day, because we used to do this in another record shop that we met in Tooting called Liberty Grooves. And then he was in there, and I was like, let's spark up a cypher. It then turned into a whole thing, and I wasn't even aware of it, but we were at the beginning of that. Right? So there's a lot. So that's lyrically, you know, as I said, CD sales, CD-wise, you know, there's 4 Green Jade albums, including a compilation album that we did with other artists. There's the Zion Noise album. We've got 2 Green Jade mixtapes. Then Judah and Secret did 2 albums by themselves as well.
Oh, yeah,
and
Judah
I
and
did an
Secret,
album called Liberty Grooves about 2 years ago for myself. So
name me your top 5, bro.
content-wise,
Name me your top 5 then.
So my top 5
Yeah.
personally in the UK, yeah, it's definitely Jahazel's on there. I think he's dope. I think actually, unfortunately, I feel like the dopest stuff that he has was never recorded. Because I think the 2 albums that he put out were quite pop. If I'm honest, knowing what he can do, bearing in mind I've known this brother since 20 years.
Days.
He is, so if anyone remembers Cypher, him at Cypher he was incredible.
Yeah.
So I would say him. I would say who else have you got on your list? Let me just remember the names. I can't see it in front of me. So I know Sammy G was on there. I know Jay. Who else do we have as top 5?
Top 5. I had a group called Squad Benefactor, SO. You had A Star on there. Marvelous.
I say SO. Definitely say SO is dope. I think SO kind of moves things forward.
Yeah.
Really loved his flow. Can't forget Dwayne Triumph. Like.
Okay.
I mean,
you know what, bro? Okay, right. Let me be real with this one. Yeah, I struggle with Dwayne Triumph in one sense. Yeah, because I think that I know time's going quicker than us, and we know we can talk for the next 2 hours anyway. So yeah, but ultimately, my only thing is he did that one thing which everyone gets totally gassed by, that whatever track it was. You know what I mean? The one that everyone loves off. Yeah, but for me, I never really. He released that same album about 4 times. Yeah. And, and sorry, that's gone up. You're laughing hard because you know it's the truth. Yeah, and
I know. I'm not gonna lie.
And I don't count him as a great rapper. I just think he's a great producer, and he maximizes his rap skills because he's a great producer, and he merges the 2 together. So as a rapper, I wouldn't put him in the top.
I think his
that's my personal opinion.
Okay, let me just give you a little bit of a backstory. The whole Zion Noise thing, we're a crew and stuff like that. We had a track called The Anthem, which the chorus is the Z, the I, the O, the N, the N, the O, the I, the Z, right? So what happened was that track, there's a couple of people who recorded on it and stuff. And then I said, I'm going to come on it, right? I went to the studio and I did my verse. And then there were 2 other MCs in the studio. I was like, right, we're recording it again. and then Dwayne, and then everyone was like, oh, your verse is amazing. And then Triumph came and laid a verse, which is possibly one of the best verses I've ever heard. So his verse after mine on Anthem, he kills it. And there was a number of occasions that I've heard him just come in and tear it. So for me, as an MC, I do hear what you're saying, and it isn't just the fast stuff. He did have other stuff that he could do. But that verse, man, 40 of these like leaves on a tree. Said I-O-double-N-O-Y-Z. I see the grace and mercy around me. Love lifted me from the penalty of my iniquity. Penalty is in the presence of his majesty. The almighty shadows over me like a canopy. Could it be with me? Anyway, it's dope.
So Dwayne, Jahazel.
Dwayne, Jahazel, Judah Rashawn from Green Jade. I saw him up close. That brother lyrically is insane. Insane. People may sleep on him, or maybe it's because he's in a group, but being able to be mentored under this guy for so many years, Judah, verse-wise, he could just deliver, metronomically. He was insane. So he's one of my favorite MCs of all time. Okay. I'm just pleasured. I had the pleasure to work with him.
Judah.
Yeah.
Dwayne, Jahazel.
Judah, Dwayne, Jahazel. SO.
Right.
And
one
me.
more. And yourself.
Yeah, and me.
Top
boldly
five.
Put yourself in there without apology.
Yo, of course, man. Of course.
Go on, bro.
To be honest, Wizdom. For me, I can't really say that list is wrong. Or, there's nobody there that I could say, okay, even though I'm not a real fan of maybe Dwayne, but I can't argue if you put him in the top 5 because, as
I say, after this, play. It's on Spotify.
Yeah.
You can find it. Yeah. Play the Anthem by Zion Noise.
Okay, we'll do that, man. We'll do it. Yeah.
That's Dwayne.
No, that is an absolute banger of a track. Do you know what I mean? I just think for me, Dwayne, I don't know if he did. I just didn't see him as a great lyricist, a good lyricist, but not a great lyricist compared to like who I've chosen on my top 5. Like I wouldn't put Dwayne above Robert from MOD. Just no competition, bro. Like just none. Like Robert as an MC is ridiculous. So, you know, but again, because it's subjective, you know what I mean? And we could go back and forth. But Dwayne,
I hear what you're saying, though.
Dwayne would make probably top 10.
Yeah. No, this is the funny thing is, bro, yeah? Wizdom, yeah? It'd be interesting, and we need to probably go away now, yeah? And we need to come to, because we're all big man in this thing anyway, yeah? It would be absolutely beautiful for us to actually really look at what artists done for urban gospel. Now people focusing on the actual traditional gospel, yeah? But it'd be easy because there's some key people that had key fundamental things. Because I on the ending note for myself, one of the things that Green Jade did, you guys went into, you was the guys that for me broke into a scene which urban gospel is now successful in. You know, like for example, like Message, you was running around with these guys. You was in that scene way before anybody else. You were circulating with these.
Do you know how that started?
Go on.
Cypher in Birmingham.
You know, she said Birmingham as well. But anyway, there's not enough.
I'm gonna give my love to Birmingham for that because I'll explain what happened. We went to Cypher in Birmingham.
Joel Wilson, in it.
Yeah, Joel Wilson, 2001, Michaelis Constant, right?
Yeah.
Always remember that day because it was the day that England beat Germany 5-1. So yeah.
What a bad day. But anyway, come on.
Quietly in the corner was a guy who I recognized, and he was from the Message Tribe, a guy called Tim Owen. And they were just kind of holding back real quiet in the corner, just watching everything go on. And I went over to him, was like, "You're from the Message?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Don't ask me to rap." Nothing. And I was like, "Actually, we got a show in Manchester tomorrow. Would you come?" So he came. It's off the back of that we got our deal with OTR Records. Because everybody else on OTR was basically related to the tribe. You were either in Blush and married to them, or you were Lindsay from LZ7. Like that was what it was. And then it was us. But it all came off the back of that. And that was what opened the door for us to be able to do the Spring Harvest and the Soul Survivors. And then after we got in there, then 29th Chapter got in there, and then it developed, and then you got Guvna B in there, and then you got Faithchild, and it developed from that. But it all started in Birmingham. If it hadn't been for Tim opening the door, the door did not exist. There was no way for urban artists to get on those shows. It just didn't. We would go to Spring Harvest, and like Noel Robinson, the worship leader, would be like, how'd you not get here?
Man's had a gig for 10 years, you know.
And then only black in the village.
So, you know what I mean? Nobody knows.
So that was something that
I think for
we
me,
really wanted to break down that barrier between what effectively was black and white churches. And I remember when we did the One Voice, One Heart, like it was like a charity single thing. It was recorded at Abbey Road. And I remember Green Jade walking in together, and like on the right hand side were all the gospel guys, and on the left hand side were all the CCM guys. And we were one of the only groups that knew everybody. So we were literally in like the center of the studio saying hello to people on different sides, because we'd worked with Delirious, and we'd worked with the Tribe, and we'd worked with all of those, but we'd also worked with Raymond and Cole and Jahazel and everybody else. And like those worlds did not mix at that time.
You know what? Salute to Green Jade, man. For me, you guys were pioneers. I think this is my personal opinion. I don't think you guys were pioneers in the gospel scene per se, but you guys were out there making roads and going to places that I think at the time the gospel scene wasn't ready for, and you guys had paved the way, man. So you know what? Salute to you. And you know what? I did see you guys live. I gotta say, one of the livest hip hop crews, live energy, can't fault that. Do you know what I mean? So salute to you, mans. You know what? We should actually get you guys up and just have a reminisce show, bruv. You know what I mean? Have a reminisce show. But bruv, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming up. I thought it was going to be war up here, but it wasn't.
It's love, man. It's love.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep that to football, bruv.
Yeah, as I say, I mean, we don't, as a team that's winning the league, I don't really want to worry about
bruv, you're breaking up. You're breaking up, bruv. You're breaking up, bruv. Your line's going. There you have it, people.
Bro,
Yeah.
This is Vodafone, people. This is Vodafone.
I think his credit's gone.
Lock that off, bruv.
Bruv, bless
Locked
you.
him off.
Thanks for coming out, bruv.
Locked him off. Yeah, locked him off.
Locked him off for real.
I got that, brother. Yeah, you said, Wizdom, I told you. No Liverpool talk.
Wow. So there you have it, people. Just to clear up some matters, Wisdom's top 5 was himself, Judah, Jahazel, Dwayne Triumph, and Esso.
Oh, but I'm gonna beat him up now, guys. I'm gonna go live in this guy. I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah, I mean, so that's how we get down. It's the Quality Control Show. What makes you great? What makes great rappers?
Bro, it's called Great Hairstyles. But anyway, so yeah, that's on a new mode. But anyway, right. What's next?
Let's keep it moving.
Bro, do we have got time for Gwarn UK, or you have to for Slippy G, or we're gonna squeeze this in? Because okay, cool. We're gonna go straight to Slippy after big convo today. How are you feeling today?
You decide, bro.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're just gonna play a track from
play UK. Play
UK.
UK.
Okay, Gwarn UK. What's Gwarn is still, yeah. Well, I'm gonna play a tune from the main man himself. Who's kind of like I wouldn't say he's like the main guy in the scene now. I would say. What would you say? Would you say he is or something, bro?
If it's on record sales, then yeah, he's the number one, isn't he?
You think his records? Okay, cool. Well, we'll see anyway. So, but anyway, so yeah, put out a new track. Got a bit of a vibe to it, but I'm gonna bring it in a little bit so we can go straight to the beat. So,
it's the sounds of Guvna B. His brand new track, his brand new video, produced by Jimmy James. The track is called Mazza.
Sorry, guys. Yes, Mazza.
It's called Mazza.
You ready? Yeah,
let's go. Quality Control, DJ Jamo, Roger Moore.
That could have been us. God, please guide all those he loved. When we feel down, man, we look up. Gotta turn that pain to purpose. Life's too short, so we gotta murk it. Still make mistakes, but I'm learning. These hands, they're made for working. But they told me I weren't good enough. Still wouldn't give it up. God's got bigger stuff. Lost my confidence, but had to pick it up. Then I switched it up. So now I'm confident, not cocky. And they can try and block me, but they can't stop me. Cause this is where God wants me. So I might put up to the spot and do a Mazza. I might pull up to the spot and do a Mazza. I was in my yard when I heard 2 shots go off. Them things flew right past. Mum had to move us out of the council block, but we didn't move too far, so I still saw goons on a corner setting up shop. But I couldn't do that, dog, cause I saw dad wake up, then work 2 jobs, all for my future, yeah. So I ain't got time for the messing. Pace 99 like Fredericks. Run up with a mic, no guest list. Make your head spin like Zeppelin. Get me back on the block, I'm investing. Gotta get it for Stephen Lawrence and Damalola. The whole of the village, we on a roller coaster. Turn bloodshed into success, and that's for the culture. And they can try and block me, but they can't stop me. Cause this is where God wants me. So I might put up to the spot and do a Mazza.
Do a Wazza,
I'm still trying to work out Mazza thing still. I might have to look into the London Diary of slang or something like that still anyway.
Why is that Mazza? Do you know?
Man, I just played the tune. Just come out, man. Just come out to it. So I'm just playing the tune.
I'm asking what a Mazza is, bro.
Mazza is guys, I will put right there what a Mazza is, yeah?
Sorry, bro, I'm from Birmingham. I don't know what a Mazda is. I know what a Mazda is.
Yeah. But
I know Mazda. I don't know Mazda.
But listen, what if you get a track anyway? So I don't know what style it is though, bro. I'm trying to work it out because I thought it was drillish, but then it's like a drillish, grimish, and dubstepish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good vibe, but it's a good try. It's not. It's trying to be all things. I think sometimes you gotta be careful with that. So I'm just trying to work out the track. So it's got a good vibe. I can play it, but something's not quite right with the whole style of it. I can't put it up. If I was gonna play somewhere, say I'm gonna play some drill, I wouldn't play this. If I'm gonna play this, I'm not play this. It just doesn't fit in anything. So I don't know if that's a good thing.
Bro, I need to know what a Mazza is, bro. Sorry, I just need to know. I can't play a song if I don't know what a Mazza is. If a man say, yo, give me a Mazza, no? I'm like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? Give me 2. Matter of fact, give me 3 Mazza. Me want 3 Mazza and a Wazza. Sorry, I don't know what a Mazza is, so I'm stuck.
All right.
Shout out to Guvna B and shout out to Jimmy James on that. Jimmy, actually, yo, bro. You're Birmingham, brother. You need to come up on this show, bro. Tell me what a Mazza is, innit? Big up to yourself, bro.
He's a bit scared of that one still anyway. But listen, big up going to be about time. I've been waiting for a video for you for a minute still. So keep up what you're doing, bro. Keeping it graft. I remember when you was out there just doing show after show after show after show after on the grind. I remember doing looking at £50 shows here, there. Everybody's like, yeah, Raj, what's up, man? I'm gonna go to the next show. I'm gonna do the next show, and his grind is great. And you know what, guys? If you're gonna put effort in, you'll get something out, and Guvna is definitely evidence of that, man, and doing his radio at university and all that. So big up to Guvna B for, yo, bro, for the effort, the grind, and what you're doing. It always pays out, man.
Shout out to Guvna B.
Big up, bro. Big up, bro. But listen up, bro. We're coming to I have to say, guys, we would include what's trending, but we just got a heavy conversation with
Wizdom from Green Jade.
You know, which is great. I think we learned a bit about the history, where people are coming from. I think even Green Jade learned a bit of the history of how things go far back in Birmingham. And I think that doing a show, and I think a lot of times we in Birmingham sometimes feel that we get not so much left out, but not realize the integral part that we played within urban gospel, and that missing, I think, has made a lot of people trip over and not see this as an important place, strategic place to actually be successful music-wise. Some encouragement for people is not to ignore cities outside of London and really do it, because we have importance in terms of not just your future, but important audience. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at, man. You know what I mean? So the church,
nothing more to say. Well said, son.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and the church said, yeah, man. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? But anyway, guys, we'll come to my favorite section. I'm ready to go on this one this week. Anyway, so yeah.
Are you playing us out, bro? You playing us out with a hot track?
Yeah. Wow. No, bro. I got the sleep. Stop.
We're doing Slippy, bro.
But
I thought we were gonna allow it till next week, bro.
Man, we're gonna squeeze in that Slippy, man. We're gonna squeeze it. Yo, guys, it's a shout out to the future.
Short, bro.
Is it
short and sweet?
It's short and sweet, man. Let's do it.
Short and sweet. It's Slippy G. Slippitos. Slippy hair. Yeah, you Slippy G. This is Roger's favorite part of the show. For those who've got slippy trousers, slippy shoes, slippy socks, and a slippy football team. Go on, bro. Get it off your chest, son.
Sorry, bro. I'm just gonna put that right. Look at the screen there, bro. That sleep. Yeah, guys, you know what I mean? I'm gonna enjoy that sleep anyway. Still, yeah, that sleep was the funniest sleep
bro,
ever.
Actually, before you get into Slippy, bro, how did Manu get on?
Oh, we got true, man. Just about, man.
Got true, bro. You slipped all over the place, bro.
Who was won the game?
Bro, you slipped all over the place,
bro,
man.
VAR messed it up for us. Should have been a handball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was 3-2. So
this guy's got a bag of excuses, you know.
Jam, I did say a quick section, but a quick section is this: the new manager for Arsenal's getting ready, Pochettino for Arsenal.
No, we don't need him. We don't want him. We don't need Spurs rejects. We do not need a Spurs reject.
They said that when he came to Sol Campbell as well. Wink.
Check out this, brother.
Yes, they gone quiet now, and it gone quiety.
Yeah.
Wait, so yeah, but no, for me, that was a Slippy G this week. By Daniel.
Getting rid of Pochh. No, it wasn't getting rid of Pochh. I understand. They've just bought the new stadium.
Yeah.
If they don't get into the top 4, it's worries.
Yeah.
Because financially, they're in trouble. They are in serious trouble financially because they just bought a new stadium. So I understand maybe getting rid of Pochh. I thought they pulled the trigger a bit too quick. Because look, he got them to Champions League final last year. This is my opinion. But then to go and hire Mourinho, really? Sorry, that's slipitis.
Listen,
That's Slippy G.
I smile because London Bridge is falling down, falling down. No, yeah, I'm saying so. Trust me, guys. You know, I'm happy as a Man United fan. I'm content.
To be fair, I'm happy because there was talk that Mourinho wanted to come to Arsenal, and any of that would have happened. I know they say you don't give up on your team. Me, I would have stopped supporting Arsenal. Their end. I don't business.
Oh, goodness.
Call me what you want. I don't care. I would have stopped supporting them.
Yo.
So that's a good thing.
No, they're definitely, man. For me, yo, guys, check, like, yeah, Pochh is, bro, where he's going to go? You reckon he go abroad? What do you reckon?
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone abroad.
You
He's got
reckon?
no job here. Where's he going to go? Man, you actually.
Everton?
You guys could do with him.
Nah, man, Solskjaer's making changes, man, bro.
Solskjaer ain't doing jack,
bro. He's got the new kids. I was watching the game. It's dead, but like, you know, you can see him trying to bring something through anyway. Still, you know what I mean. So I was quite happy with what's going on. Trying to go on. I think we need Pogba back, and we just had no sense of and McTominay. I think people don't realize how good he is. He's really, really good. So he's gonna come true still. So watch this space, guys. Just need a couple more guys coming in. You know, bro, from when you got Fred and Pereira in the centre of the park, you as a midfielder must be going, right, we're gonna nyam these guys at Sheffield United, bro.
Bro, but it doesn't matter. You should
working man's area, bro.
Bro,
like.
I hear you, but you should be. I shouldn't even say that because
Yeah.
Let's not talk about.
But listen, guys, we're gonna sweet on it. Obviously, DJ Jammer took us way back last week.
Oh, you playing us out, bro?
Yeah, I'm playing this out, man.
We've come to the end of the show, haven't we?
Yeah, we're coming to the end of the show, bro. I think wisdom give us a lot of wisdom today, and we gave us some wisdom back.
yeah.
That's the story anyway. Still, but nah, definitely, you know, for me, there's an artist called Paul Russel, and I think that, you know, his vibe is really good, man. I'm gonna play a track that I just love playing, man. It's called Open Road, man. You know what I'm saying, by Paul Russel, man. So,
till next week, I suppose, then, homie.
Yeah, man. So, guys, watch your space, man. And, you know, hopefully, guys, if you want to have any contention about anything we say, we're open to conversation. We're not going to be like typical media in the gospel scene and pretend that we misread the comments. Say comments and we drag you on this. You know what I mean? You're going to open your mouth on the social media, come and we'll bring you on.
Bring him. Man. Talk the thing.
Yeah, talk the thing. We talk you back.
Bring your man them if you want to. You know, business. Bring everybody.
Roll them true, man. Roll
on. We'll roll, you know.
Yeah, we're ready.
I roll deep. Nah, on a serious note, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the show. Go subscribe. Tell your man them. To tell your man them. No, I'm not going to say that. Subscribe. Till next week, man.
Blessing.
Play us out, homie. Hope it's a good track.
It is, of course it is.
Better
bro.
be.
Yeah.
What is this, bro?
Soon I'll be home, where the friends give hugs and the tracks don't skip like stones. Give a hand to them folks, cause it takes all day just to get me to call on the phone. And ooh,
Just a quick one, bro.
ooh, to be bold.
Has he got locks?
Sometimes that's what I want when I can't hold
You got
away
stuff here, man.
Got stuff here.
Yeah, stuff here, man.
Okay.
Wish I could zoom through the cold and just get back here next
Sounds
flight
alright
to
still.
get for the growth. And I guess it's on you, God. Don't let me get too far. Don't let me get my shoes off. You knew before the tunes dropped, and really every day after is you, God. Don't let me get too far.
Shout out to
Don't
Wizdom.
let me get my shoes off. You knew before the tunes dropped, and really every day after it's all open road, from coast to coast. But this one's home. That's all I know. I said, oh.